back in. Weird.
From what I can tell, there's no access port. There's no USBs or anything. It always saves data logs on its own. And you pop the card out.
Interesting.
And you can put it in something and then tune it, and then put it back in, upload the tune. Run it again.
It seems complicated.
Maybe it is.
He didn't mention how he was going to do that. He said he'd just hook a laptop straight up to mine, and then he didn't mention anything
Probably
about
can
that.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't think mine does.
What butt hit, Nathan?
Create post button.
Which one's that?
I have no idea. I didn't know you could do that from there.
Yeah, I had my left hand on it and I was tightening the thing. When I went to get out, I like almost dropped the phone.
Might have just backed out, not known it. It's okay.
I wonder what Dolly's doing today.
She's up to
Poland homie's back.
Hi. Sorry. Well, I've got disrupted.
Yeah,
We're back.
It was my fault. I almost dropped the phone and then hit a button when I catched it.
Hey kid, you like Miatas?
Mark asks, home stretch?
Yeah, I'm gonna be drifting this thing. Hopefully, the 20th. I should be drifting this.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you get the ignition sorted, Devin?
I think so. I do think so.
What was it?
The gen light. It was keeping the ignition circuit live through the gen light. When I was shutting the car off,
Yeah.
as the alternator was still spinning, it was putting voltage back through the gen light. Because the gen light was the only thing coming on, and then as soon as I unplugged the gen light circuit from the alternator still charges without that on. Like the car shuts off. So now I have that unplugged. It works perfect.
Weird.
So somehow it was feeding the ignition circuit through
Back feeding.
the gen light.
Yeah.
And it's probably because I'm using the wrong ignition. There's an ignition for the coil, and then there's an ignition for. I'm using the wrong one to shut the car off.
Oh.
Tapped into the wrong one.
Yeah.
This one says ignition, the one I'm tapping into, but I don't know. Works with the gen light, so I don't think I'm gonna roll with that.
There you go.
Who needs a gen light anyway? Who needs them?
Mark says all the cars are looking great, guys.
Hey.
Good job.
Thank you.
They're getting there.
I may need your help in a couple minutes
Okay.
later. Pinning a wire. So I found the plug. There's nobody home.
Oh no.
Dude, that's what was throwing me off because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, and so there was two black and blue stripe wires. It's on the other side of ECU. I found my papers that I had printed out, and so
Nobody home. Why
would
nobody
there be?
home?
right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go grab a plug out of an ECU plug out of the, depin it, and then
I got a good one for you, Devin.
Can you do what you're good at, Taylor?
We're live right now.
I got a good one.
That's what I meant. My party's deep. That's what I was talking about.
This is a good one for you, Devin. Would you rather have a 240Z or a 280Z?
Whatever you can afford. I'm not gonna be like a theorist or anything. 240s to me are cooler. They're lighter and a little bit more, I don't know, I'd say original, but whatever you can afford. Don't get all mixed up in 240s are better than 280s. They're both awesome cars, both fantastic cars. But me personally, I just like the taillights of the 240 better, and the interior is and the 240 is more basic. And the rosewood steering wheel. The rosewood steering wheel was really what got me on 240s when I was a kid, and I kind of just followed through. But just whatever you can get your hands on, because honestly, a is way more overpriced than a 280. They're both overpriced for what they are, but 240s are insanely expensive for no
Yeah,
reason.
do you know what's going on now?
Yeah.
Homie from Poland says they both have a soul and bigger hearts.
Yeah, they're both fantastic. My 240Z has 2.8 block. The engines are very similar. I mean, they're the same block. They're just 280s had carbureted and fuel injected. I don't love carburetors really, so I would say get the fuel injection, but the fuel injection is not great as well. So I don't know. Either way, you're probably going to end up doing some type of either like standalone type fuel injection system or a sniper like we did on my 240. Something, because the fuel system kind of sucks on it unless you got a good running set of carburetors. But most people go to triple Webers, which looks fantastic. I wish I could afford triple Webers, but the triple Weber kit's so expensive. Their triple Weber ITBs look so good.
That's pretty cool.
Hi.
Hey. I'm just bouncing around.
I'm about to have a mounted battery. And then I gotta rewire the exciter wire for my alternator, because the way it's wired right now is if the battery's connected, the field wire for the alternator is always on because it's wired to a constant. So I need to steal an ignition switch power to put my alternator on, so I don't have to disconnect my battery every time I stop.
That sounds like a good idea.
That's what I have to do right now, and that's what killed my last alternator. So.
I'm on my way.
So
Cool.
check out this Tarts car.
Tomorrow when I pull my seat out and do my rail, I'm gonna do this wiring. But for now, battery's mounted.
Get it all cleaned up.
Yup. So now I'm gonna crawl under the dash and fix that wire.
Nice.
But we are getting there. I'll be right back. Gotta pee.
I'm just roaming. Mark says the LS looks crazy snug in there.
Yeah,
Just a wee bit.
yeah. John did a really good job with that thing.
It's in there. Come hang out with you. Everybody left.
He's doing a little wiring in here.
Anthony Estevez says the bagged Buick is beautiful.
Thank you. He's on Team Buick.
Oh yeah. It's hard to not be on Team Buick.
I know. I really like this car.
It's so sweet.
Yeah, I might be a little bit partial, you know. Might have some leading opinions on it, but definitely my favorite car.
I can't believe how well it drives.
It drives really nice. Everybody that's in here right now, let us know what team you're on. What car are you rooting for? Not that they're being compared apples to apples, but still. What car do you like?
Yeah, what's your
Out of
favorites? It is hard to compare them. It's a whole different vibe. We got
Yeah,
like
they're-
full-blown race car.
3 completely different builds.
Yeah.
But that's what makes this series cool. Is 3 completely different things happening.
Makes it a lot of fun.
Hey, Devin,
Sir.
do you remember what my ignition on constant power color is from my Switch?
Ignition on, constant power.
Well, ignition on power, sorry.
So, ignition on.
Yeah, I meant constant when the ignition's on.
So, ignition.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I didn't know if you remember what it was.
I'm not off the top of my head. I did pin them all out. I believe it was black and white. But I don't remember.
Okay, I'll find it.
Homie from Poland says all are great, each fit their own terrain.
For sure.
All done with love and care. And then Sharp says, out of spite for Scott selling his RX-7, definitely not the Forester.
Get him.
Yeah, oh.
That guy Jericho says Buick, cause Merca.
Yeah, man. I agree.
Anthony Estevez. I daily drive a Subaru. I have a Hot Rod 1974 BMW.
Make Buick great again.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I have a Hot Rod 1974, a 2002 BMW, but a lowrider guy at heart, Team Buick.
Nice.
I think there's a typo in there somewhere. I wonder what the 74 thing is. Just tidying up some wires.
Yeah, I'm gonna solder this section together here. I can't get them both into a connector well enough, and I want to make sure it's a good catch. So I'm soldering this because this runs everything, so it's got to be a good connection.
Oh, I was wrong. It's a 1974 BMW. The model is called 2002.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder what that is.
He's got a 2002?
He said it's a 1974 BMW 2002.
Sick car.
Okay, John knows what it is. Is it like a Roadster?
Yeah, dude, they're sick. Is that the one that the doors slide? No.
Tim says, oh, those are beautiful cars, man. Sick front end.
Best BMW, probably.
I'm actively Googling it. I have to know.
Yeah, they're sick.
I thought it was a typo, and he like had to spell it out for me because I didn't know. Those are rad. That is really cool. Okay. You're right. You're right, John.
That's BMW.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, awesome Beamer, Anthony. That guy Jericho says soldering is just mini welding. Changed my mind.
Mini weld.
Yeah, it's like low temp brazing.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I just wish there was flux and real welding. Butane. Not hot enough.
Oh boy. Yeah, all three? No, kind of. What's next, John?
I really need to do my seat, but it's not here yet, so I'm thinking what to do next. I have a few issues. I need to let it run, but with the door closed and the heat on. So,
Not ideal.
not ideal. I really need to tighten up this wiring back here. I might do that. All this wiring back here is pretty gross. Some tires back here and not have to worry about squishing my wiring.
It's a good idea. That guy Jericho said, "Love the tire poke."
Oh, thank you. That is 40 millimeter extended lower control arms.
Very nice.
It is freezing outside.
Yes. Yes.
It's like 25 degrees.
Yeah, it's like winter again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's winter number 2 here in Ohio.
It was snowing this morning.
Yeah, it was snowing last night too.
I know. I was out at 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
It's a really good time. I really like Ohio when it is 75 degrees and then a week later it's 27. It's really cool. Keeps you
It's like a yearly thing. It just happens all the time.
The weather doesn't just gradually turn warm, it just kind of flip-flops for like a month and then it's just warm.
Yep. That about sums it up.
Gotta love the Midwest.
Love the Midwest.
I refuse to believe this is Midwest.
It is.
How, though? We're so close to the East Coast.
It's defined as the
It makes
Midwest.
no sense.
It doesn't, but it's defined as the Midwest.
You know what makes more sense?
What?
That we're Appalachia. Or Appalachian. That makes more sense.
Yeah, but the Midwest. Technically, Ohio's the Midwest.
Nah, but Midwest is like,
That's
don't
not-
you know it's the Midwest?
It's
It's
not-
like
I don't-
it's
I
up
don't make
it's
the
up
rules.
north. Like doesn't make sense. We're not Midwest.
I don't make the rules. It's
We don't talk like that.
We're the Midwest.
Yeah, 100%
No, but if you go like 2 hours up,
No, you got to go to like Michigan to get that, and then Michigan doesn't really have it.
not that far.
Really, it's Wisconsin. So once you get further, like once you get into the real Midwest,
I'm just telling you what I know. Which is that we're technically in the Midwest.
Yeah, you know. Allegedly. Mark, do they salt the roads? Yeah.
Wait, did they?
No, do they?
Oh yeah, they said.
Yeah, heavily.
Yes, the Midwest.
Yes.
You're in like the worst spot in the country for us.
Yes. Yes. Apple at ya?
Apple at ya?
I think he was making a joke.
Oh, Apple.
Did you get what you need?
Yeah. Shake.
This is what I need. One of these I have to deep-in, put in my ECU, and send it to them.
Simple enough.
I mean, in theory, it's what the internet says. So, you know, it's gotta be right.
They feel like mine
Bless you. Alright. That worked.
I'm gonna see if I can find a black one with a blue stripe.
Yeah.
Just to make it proper.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Starting with the key.
Nice.
So I can put my fuse box away in the glove box and shut the glove box. And now I don't have to worry about
Oh,
it.
no. No jumper?
No more jumper.
Nice.
That's what I've been working on. That's done. Also, I got something going on with my wipers. I'm not sure what's up with that yet, but I don't know. One thing at a time.
Yeah, they're working now.
Yeah, they keep going too low. I'm getting jammed.
Oh.
See, that time they stayed where they're supposed to. No, it's
Is it
that
because
one.
you don't have the?
No, it's because the spring's broken. See if I can repair that. It's Dolly. Yeah. Yeah, car's not done yet. Take the shortcut off the start. Yeah, that's
No,
what
it's
it is.
not.
It's supposed to catch that ledge, but it's not doing it.
How's that go?
I don't know.
Oh, there's an old like joke saying from something. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Ah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I can't remember what it's from. It's something funny though. I just can't. I can't agree that we're Midwest.
Oh, wipers? No.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the wiper spring.
That's the wipers.
Well,
Do
it
you
was.
know how long
Wow.
it takes to get from here to the Atlantic?
6 hours.
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yeah. Do you know how long it takes to get from here to the Pacific?
Longer than
Driving.
longer than that.
Like 38 hours. And you're gonna say anything west in our name?
Technically, we're in the Midwest.
I know, it just doesn't make sense.
By every standard.
By the U.S. standard of where you at.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, by the U.S. standard, where you at?
Yeah, so it's supposed to stop right there on that ledge. But because the springs broke on the arm,
Just kind of floppy.
it's coming down too far and getting caught down here and not going back up.
I see.
It should be holding there. Do you know how much these springs are? These two, right here.
Mhm.
These ones. Look at them.
Did it just break in half in your hand?
Take them. Look at them. Look at them. Guess how much those are?
$25.
$30
Whoa!
for the 2 springs.
Yeah, these springs aren't really springing anymore.
No, and you know the thing, it only comes with 2. And you know if those 2 look like that, then the 2 in those arms are probably shot too. So I better get 2 sets. That's $60 for some wiper springs.
Couldn't you maybe just find a spring that was close enough in size?
William St. George has a interesting tidbit for our ongoing debate.
Okay.
He says it comes from the pre-Louisiana Purchase days, when it actually was the West, before like the Western states were formed, which actually makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that actually doesn't hurt my brain as much as
that.
yeah.
Because then we would technically, okay.
Yeah, like if you cut like the states in half, basically, like, or just the first 13, yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, but like now it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense anymore, but
Yeah.
they still go by that metric.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, William St.
Yeah,
George.
that does make a lot of sense, though.
Yeah. Tim says, I know that hurts Devin. Referring to the springs. Yeah.
Give them a close-up.
There it goes. It adjusted.
They got
No, it's out. Back in. Out, back in.
It'll just do it eventually.
There it is. Yeah, they're crumbly.
Grimy.
Just tie a rope to it at that point.
Tight rope to it.
Rodney Taylor. Who is who?
I'm Nathan,
The camera guy.
the camera guy.
Yeah.
Hence the...
Hence the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's Devin.
Yes,
In
I'm
there.
not Devin.
I'm the Lux.
Yeah. That's Scott over there.
Thought you were holding
Scott's the
rat
muscle.
turds.
Scott's the muscle.
You guys are in bad shape,
And this is John.
Hi.
How's it going?
Really good.
We got a new guy in here. He said who's who.
Hi. How's it going?
And John's working on his 240.
Yup.
You're the... Oh, you're
Mark says, I thought you were holding rat turds up to the camera.
yeah. Get a load of that. So he's the strength. John's the what? The comedic relief. And you're the good looks. You're the eye candy.
It would be like Shaw. He's the What do you guys
Oh,
think
no.
Nathan would be?
He's the good looks.
Yeah.
John's the comedian. Scott's the muscle. What am I?
Yeah, the shop. I don't know. Something. I think something shop would be good.
Also, guess who doesn't need these anymore?
This
John,
guy. This one here.
there's nothing in my car anymore. It's running on junk leads.
Get him out of here.
All the way out here. I mean,
Really, really proud of you, Devin.
That rocks.
yeah, watch this.
Yeah, dog. Nice. No jump lead. Oh, wow.
I broke this
Look at that. Nice.
I broke this spring.
Look at it. Yeah. That rocks.
The air gauge is everything's working by the key.
It's dust.
Hey, John. Mark says you have beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you. Got 4 of them.
What?
Glasses.
4 eyes.
Uh.
Old glasses joke.
That's a really old
That's
joke.
awesome, dude. Nice wiring.
Thank you.
You're the only person in here that doesn't have glasses.
Yeah, I can see.
He's a hipster.
Everybody else has glasses.
Yeah, I can.
When everybody else.
My eyes are up to spec.
That is not a Pontiac. That is a Buick.
I still have my stock eyeballs.
What kind of Buick is that, Devin?
1971 Buick Regal. Best Buick ever built. Bring Buick back bigger.
Right?
Make Buick better.
Make Buick bigger.
Fix Buick.
Fix Buick. Buick is horrible. Make it good again.
Yeah, they went from this to Buick Trackers.
Yeah.
Ford.
They went from this to lacrosses.
Yeah.
And Lucernes.
Oh, that's painful.
An Encore.
Yeah, that's the tracker thing.
An Enclave.
Oh, oh no, no.
A Rainier. Oh my goodness.
Which ones are those?
What happened? That's a Trailblazer. It's a Buick Trailblazer.
Oh, those things are horrible.
Envision.
Was that goofy convertible thing?
No, it's a Traverse.
Did you make this plastic thing?
Was it like the new model or something? They get rid of the Enclave? Yeah.
The Enclave. I don't remember. I think it's Traverse. Making my wiring better. Yeah, something like that.
It's the 5 speeds.
I have 6 speeds.
Some Tim says, but aren't they Opals? I think. Are they Opals?
There has been crossovers with Buick and Opel before, but I don't know.
That's like a French brand, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, but they've been embedded with GM.
That's like Saab.
Saab's kind of cool.
Saab and GM had some stuff.
You know what I just learned about recently? Was the 1963 Chrysler turbine.
I mean, we can.
What'd you learn about it?
Did it exist?
Oh, that's just a thing.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, doesn't Jay Leno have one?
Yes. There's only 3 of them apparently that still run, and 9 of them existed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if we had the T-pin.
This is a pretty interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah. They decided to not put them into production though because
Yeah, I
they
think
weren't
he
that
keeps
fuel
one in
efficient.
the power.
Yeah.
Not as bad as you'd think though. I think I read something like 8 miles to the gallon, which was kind of on par with like the V8s of
But
that year.
but they also have like a really hot stream of air exiting the rear at a precarious height.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think I would like a car that does that.
Just light all the cars on behind you on fire.
Yeah.
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 And he guns are Opals.
Yeah, there is a Buick.
The
that
Regal
is-
wagons, I think. Is this what he's saying?
Oh, those are terrible.
Anybody in the chat own a Ford Probe or has ever owned a Ford Probe?
Why?
I feel like you just don't see them very much. I think they're cool. Apparently they were Mazda MX-6.
Yes.
Yeah.
That tracks, because that's when Ford and Mazda were doing things.
Yeah. So they're technically Mazda, but Ford.
But they're front wheel drive.
Yes. Ford. But they're cool. So are the MX-6s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what some of these wires do. There's some of them I just golly gee, I don't know.
Gee whiz.
Gee willikers. In fact, this car's about to be looking a whole lot better though.
What is that you're wiring there?
This is just my rear harness, so it's gonna run down here now. Instead of it used to just lay right here. So it's just gonna be tucked nicer. And then when I put wheels and tires and stuff back here, I don't have to worry about like slapping my wiring everywhere.
That is smart.
Tim says he had a buddy with a light blue Probe. Yeah. Cool, weird car. Kind of reminds me of an Eagle Talon.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. They kind of look. I've seen them with body kits, and they kind of look like.
Excuse me?
Don't you dare.
You take that back right now.
Them,
I was just looking at one on
them's
Marketplace
fighting
today.
words
No,
around these parts.
They look similar.
No, I like a Ford Probe. But I don't know about looking like a 240.
Not even close, dog. This thing has pop-ups and it's long.
Ford Probes have pop-ups.
Probes are really short though. They're pretty small.
They do have pop-ups.
I don't know if they're any
Do
smaller
they
than
have
this.
pop-ups? I didn't think they did.
Yeah. Not all of them. First gens did.
First gens.
I thought it was first and second gens.
I know the earlier ones did.
I don't know about the 99s. I know the first, I think, and second gens. Because they were the first gen ones that were like really boxy, and then there were the second gen ones that were more rounded, like
Oh yeah. Like what?
like
I do enjoy pros.
I don't mind front wheel drive.
Anthony says I used to drive a 1990 Ford Probe. Black
Sick.
chrome wheels, subs.
Nice.
That was almost 30 years ago.
That's
So you
sick.
had it like when it was new?
Yeah.
Newer.
Is it,
Well, I mean, it's 25 right now.
Yeah.
So
Pretty new.
it would have been 5 years old.
It was a what year?
He said it was 1990.
Yeah.
So it was 30 years ago, so it would have been a pretty new car.
Yeah, it would have been a 5-year-old car by that point.
Yeah.
You're rolling, dude. You're rolling heavy.
That's the dude that has that BMW. That 1974 2002.
He's got a blast. He's had fun stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool Beamer.
I like to check the voltage.
This thing fumes the shop out instantly.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
So can't do that.
Why do you keep looking at me like that, man?
Cause I can.
I'm just walking. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing.
Easy target.
You say so.
Now what do I do?
Oh no, dude, your car's fixed.
You drive it, or you put the
Done.
bumper on.
Yeah, I'm not all the way down. I only have 3 lug nuts on every wheel.
Yeah, that's.
You fixed that.
I can put more lug nuts on. I'm gonna do that.
You could twin it.
No.
No, he needs the bumper first.
Yeah, put the bumper on. Yeah, put the bumper on. Put the bumper on. Hey, watch. Hey, why don't you put your bumper on? Hey, you're really cool. You put your bumper on.
It's like the finishing touch.
That's enough of that. I've heard enough.
What if I wreck into you and you don't have a bumper?
Well, that would be a wrecker then. You need a wrecker. Bumpers are for bumper.
That's funny.
I'm not finished yet, Devin.
Devin's calling it. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done, buddy.
Still beating that dead horse.
The horse is dead when I say it's dead.
Yeah, so this wiring used to just lay over everything, and now it's a lot better. I think so. So, I gotta put this ground back on, and I've got to hook up some wires to my fuel pump. Because the fuel pump wiring wasn't long enough, so it just like ran diagonally through my trunk. So, now, these are my 2 fuel pump wires. I gotta make new ones. I'm gonna run them across this harness and boop, 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 start the fuel pump. Very excited.
Let's get a couple little shots. You keep doing that. Beep, beep.
I like how swollen my radiator hose looks.
It does look a little swollen.
Okay, I'll order a radiator hose tomorrow. You got it, Buick. Whatever you want. I literally am powerless against this car. If it needs a radiator hose, it's gonna get. There's nothing I can do at this point.
She wants what she wants, and she gets what she needs.
Yeah, not a choice.
Well, that does look quite swell.
Bulbous.
Yeah, it's a cool bulbous.
Yeah, it's actually uncomfortable to look at. Like right here, something about it kind of looks sausagey. You know what I mean? Like it looks encased.
It does. It looks like it looks like you would watch the like.
Yeah, this to me, this looks like if you were to take a radiator hose out of an animal's intestines,
Like sausage casing.
like sausage casing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that looks
It's like it got stung by a bee.
it looks very swollen right there. I don't know why. Also, there's like it's about to split right there.
I'm just pointing out what it is very obvious.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what there is. I don't know what there is. I don't know what there is to joke about. It's a small.
Yeah.
Um,
Make a joke about it.
we got 19% over here, fellas.
19%.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I started at 50.
Sorry,
After like 45. Yeah,
45.
it's not bad.
Call myself a confident edition.
Needs a radiator hose.
It does need a radiator hose. Don't touch that. It could be crispy. You know?
It feels.
I'm already replacing the radiator hose.
This power steering pump looks very similar to the one in the Jeep.
Basically the same. Looming.
Looming.
Yeah, I'm not one of those.
Yeah, but that's
You can say that it's been. You could say that.
I could say that, but I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna opt out. Opt out of saying that.
Yeah, but you could say it.
You could.
You
I
could-
mean,
you
it's
could
it's,
say
it's
that this-
there to say
That this
in the
that this wiring has been
looming
looming over me.
since 1970.
Oh man,
But I don't like that. Is the thing.
Yeah.
low hanging fruit there.
Really though, you could say.
Low hanging loom.
Tony says when the Buick is done, you should break champagne on its bow.
That's hilarious.
That's a
I
good
really
one.
like that. We might use that.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be very funny. Appreciate that.
That's what the scissor wall.
No, you're not allowed to make jokes about it.
I can make jokes
No, you're
about it. I can though,
No, you're not.
but I can't.
I didn't even make the joke and you were judging me for
I
it.
was judging you for it, but then I made it. It was sabotage.
The jokes are not for you.
It seems like people are starting to forward the idea of breaking champagne on the.
I love that. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Immediately, like 3 people or 4 people chimed in.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. I like being able to say that I love things now. Do you remember we couldn't say that for a while?
Yeah, I'm glad that's over.
I'm glad that's over because I love a lot of things and I didn't like not being able to say that.
When was that a thing?
When we were building the Chevy Love.
Oh.
We were building the Chevy Love, you just couldn't say that you loved anything because it was always a pun and it got so annoying.
I remember it now.
That was an aggressive pun car.
Just
The
nonstop.
puns were never ending.
Sold my car. Why? Too many funds.
Too many puns.
Honestly, that would make me get rid of my car.
Mark says replace the steering wheel with a wooden ship wheel.
We were talking about that today. Get the pegs and just flick it. It would click.
That'd be the sound of it hitting your knees.
Yeah.
Nah, you could make it small enough it wouldn't have a problem. It would clear.
I would. That would be cool.
That'd be.
That would be cool. You know what I'm saying?
would be pretty rad.
I'm on it. Yeah, you can't. I can't stop. Once we get going, that's never stop. Whatever.
That guy says you need a mini anchor on the rear bumper.
Yeah, instead of like truck nuts.
Yeah, like a
have an
little
hanging
anchor.
from the back?
Yeah,
That's good too.
that's a good
Keep
one.
them coming. These are fantastic ideas.
Chat's really brewing now. They're cooking.
Y'all got some good ideas.
Yeah. What else can we do to make this more boatly? Should I get like a captain's hat?
Yes.
Get a spoked steering wheel.
You missed it. We already talked about that one.
Oh.
It's not funny.
You're late to the game.
Making fun of me. It's funny and I'm not funny.
Yeah, keep them coming. Those are some good ideas.
Yeah, I really liked my my spoked steering wheel idea.
It's not yours, unfortunately.
It was mine actually because I didn't hear you say that.
I didn't say it. Well, somebody was it.
I think I said it.
Actually, if we're being honest, John said it earlier today.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was waiting.
That guy says, I want a cowbell on my truck for when it's back on the road.
A cowbell?
Yeah. Mark says, ha ha ha, I feel bad for the cameraman. No. Tony says, if anyone else drives a Buick, they got to wear a captain's hat.
Yes. I think to pilot the Buick.
Yeah.
Do you pilot a boat or you drive a boat? What do you do to a boat? Sailboat?
Captain.
sailboat.
You're captain.
You
Yeah,
captain a boat.
Yeah.
You captain the boat.
Captain
So
of the ship.
I would like from here on be called captain.
Okay.
So
You should make like a Captain Jack Sparrow costume for the reveal video.
it's one of my favorite characters of all time.
Mark says the Buick is blue like the sea, too. It's perfect. You just need a pirate flag
You know, Devin, while we're
on your antenna.
Yeah.
Little pirate flag.
Man, you guys keep them coming. That's a fantastic idea too.
Tony says anytime Devin uses the restroom, you have to use the head.
Is that a nautical term?
Yeah.
I usually do. You know. That's part of it.
make the noise.
Stop it. Yeah, but that's better. Oh my goodness, dude.
I didn't do that.
You did.
No, the light fell down by itself.
Oh. It wasn't the vibrations from the camera slapping the fender that knocked it off of there.
It's a different part of the car.
The camera just smashed into the fender. Yeah, I love the nautical jokes. That's hilarious.
Give the Buick an eye patch.
I was thinking you could paint the spare tire like a buoy.
Oh my.
Oh no! Paint it like a one of the rescue floaties. Yeah.
Yeah. We could put the Civic in the trunk like a rescue raft.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
It's not.
It's hilarious.
It's not a good joke. Nobody would think it's funny.
No, people in the comments like Civics.
They do. I should stop.
Yeah, you could offend our viewers, Devin.
I should stop making fun of your Civic. I'll watch it all burn and make fun of your Civic too. Jesus.
really do make good content for you. I just want to bring pain.
Anthony says, I used to drive a Civic, lol.
See? There you go, offending viewers.
I know. I'm sorry. This.
Oh no, he's laughing. He's laughing.
No, that was a lull of
All
pain.
caps, LOL.
No, that was a lull of pain. We know it. It's okay. You can admit it.
The thing is, it's my character.
Yeah.
Because of the car, I have to hate Civics.
I mean, you can't have this and like Civics. This is as
Yeah.
far from a
But
he done you what?
this, I do. Like Civics. But with this car and when I'm around this car, something about it just makes me want to,
Yeah.
get out there and race some Civics.
And then get gapped by a 93 Civic with a completely stripped out interior. And the turbo.
Yeah, and then I will never
this-
tell anybody about it. Just like every other person.
that Civic.
Never happened.
And then a Civic lines up with you and goes past you, and then you just keep trucking along.
You know, I've only ever seen videos of them. I've never actually seen one do that in real life.
I'm trying to think now if I've seen a Civic do that, because God knows my Civic hasn't done that. I don't know. The Civic community around here is not that dedicated.
Yeah, no.
Or else we probably would. And also, all the Civics around here they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much Civic left on the Civics.
They're disintegrated.
Yeah. Most of the Civics have become part of the wind.
Mark says the Buick Captain versus the Civic laptop guy.
Yeah, danger to manifold versus the flood walls aren't holding, like the Titanic. You remember that scene when when the wall.
How?
That's when the movie gets good. There's like 5. I remember when it came out on VHS, and it was a 2-part VHS, and my sisters watched it over and over and over again, and they would just skip the whole first part of the movie and just start when the walls aren't holding the water. And watch that.
That's hilarious.
How long is it? Like 3 hours?
It's long.
I've never actually.
I believe it was 2 VHS tapes.
It was 100% 2 VHS tapes, but I just don't remember how. Scott, how long was this Titanic?
One of the
3 hours, right? Yeah.
people in here asks,
it was like
I
3
just
hours
picked
long.
up that
Yeah, it was
Rode
like 30
microphone.
minutes.
How is
this
it?
one?
How do you guys like it? How is it working for him?
I really like it.
Electrical tape? Anybody?
It's a little. The shock thing, like this thing, doesn't actually work that well. Like, you really have to make sure that you're not like throwing it around, because it's just plastic. It doesn't actually really do much. But I've had no problems with it. It's a reliable connection. I've never had a glitch. I've never had it do anything. It doesn't. This windscreen's a lie though. It doesn't really, like, if you're filming and it's windy, you'll hear it. But I mean, it's for what it is. I think it's like less than $100. That's a really good microphone. Yeah. It's better than if you're using a built-in camera mic or built-in iPhone mic. It's better than either of those. So.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I have no idea. I really
Also
don't.
looks like this.
They just asked. It looks like a motorcycle handlebar.
Yeah.
Wiring, Titan.
Wiring, tight.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Homie that asked about the mic says thank you. Yeah, no problem. They're saying the Titanic is 883 feet long. We were talking about how long the movie was.
How long is the Titanic? That was a very specific, like a very literal.
Yeah. It's a funny little though.
Yeah.
It's a little over 2 football fields.
That's like about twice as long as this car is.
Yeah, I would like to know how
Get it.
long my car is in percentage of the Titanic.
Like what
Might have-
percentage
might
of
have
the
to do-
Titanic it is?
Might have to do that, man. How long did we? So how much Titanic is that? How much percent of the Titanic is 18.5 feet?
47.
Only 47.
47.7.
So 48.
Yeah, so less than
Kind of nuts.
butt to butt would be the length of the Titanic.
Yeah. So this is 2%, relatively, pretty close to 2% of the Titanic.
Yeah, essentially 2%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2% Titanic.
I'm pretty sure I can take a Titanic. In a race.
Think you could take the Titanic in a race?
Yeah, I mean boat to boat. Mono e mono. Yep, that's all working great. I am tidying up some more stuff in the engine bay here. I mean, we're really getting down to it. I need to put a front bumper on the DC base for that. There's a little problem in here today. A lot of stuff happening. So tomorrow, maybe I'll have a little bit more room to put the bumper on. Get the lights plugged in. I need to pick up some hardware for us. I need to get the old hardware. Pick up some hardware tomorrow.
This bench over here.
Once the bumper's on, I mean,
Pretty much done. God, I'm so excited.
maybe insurance?
Side sniff.
Maybe plates.
Yeah, they're
Linda.
back on my kill mat. In the corner.
Mark says, you know how Jaguars have a Jag bonnet ornament? Devin needs one of Jack and Rose doing the Titanic pose on yours.
That's hilarious.
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
I liked it.
If somebody could cast that, that would be fantastic.
You just need a 3D printer.
Could 3D print it.
Then cast it from that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a 3D printer.
Tony says 2 of you should recreate the Titanic scene on the front
no way.
front of the Buick for the thumbnail.
Dude,
That's the best idea I've ever heard.
that's hilarious.
That's a good thumbnail.
Yeah. We could do 2 of us doing the Titanic and then like on the front, and then whoever's not in that can be like hanging from the door. You know? We could, like, be in
Jeff says I'm super late. What did I miss? A lot.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's a genius. And John, can I Titanic you? Can we? Would you stand on the hood of my car?
Yeah.
Do you think we would dent it?
Yes.
I don't know.
100%.
I'm serious. I don't know. It might not. There is a lot of structure there. But I mean,
You could probably stand on the, like he could stand on the course board and you could just stand on the ground.
I'm not stand on it.
time for some stuff. I don't want to stand on some boots. We'll have to wear slippers though.
I wear my Crocs.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll
No.
they don't have to Photoshop.
Tony says Devin and Real John as Jack and Rose.
That's a great idea.
Oh.
Wait, why not John and Real John?
John.
John and Real John. How do you feel about that, John?
That'd be hilarious.
Anthony says, don't stand on the car.
I know. I'm not gonna stand on the But if there's anything for standing on the car,
Almost 8 o'clock. How's the wagon coming along? Almost ready for autocross?
We are getting there. I am tackling the wiring right now.
Dude,
In the home stretch.
Yeah.
it is the notchiest transmission.
Feels good. Yeah, we're working on it. I'm on the forums right now.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's a good bit of wiring that has to be done to make this work with a manual, as far as the starting circuit, and I'm using the original harness, so I have wiring diagrams and everything, trying to I got it started and running, but it does go into a limp mode. So I think I worked on that tonight, so hopefully that's fixed.
Oh yeah,
And now
camera out for that.
I'm blowing a fuse, so that's what I'm looking into now.
Mark says, oh crap. Yeah, the auto to manual wiring. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in the trenches.
There it is. Need some opinions.
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, do it. I'll get the drill.
Sorry. All right, we're doing it. that's it. Sir.
That looks sick.
Thank you. I think it looks really cool from the back view. I like that a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks insane. If you don't do it, I'm gonna do it while you're sleeping.
Cool. All right, that settles it. We're doing it. That was easy.
I like that. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
You think
Sick.
that'll help with braking traction in fifth gear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of downforce after this.
Chat agrees.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Thank you. Yeah. So I gotta cut my over fenders. That's why I was like, make for sure that's something we want to do.
Yeah.
Why do you have to cut your over fenders?
Because it doesn't sit down all the way on my trunk because it's on the overs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but your trunk's sitting way too low because you don't have the gas in there, do you? It's sitting real low right here.
He's correct.
I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough.
Does this thing have any flex to it?
It's fiberglass. That's true. We could do that.
It's like you slammed
I
your
could
finger
try
in the
to-
door.
I do have a gasket in there. I
Yeah,
could try to put
cartoonish.
something in there to pump
Yeah,
it.
it's like that episode of SpongeBob where his thumb is all nasty.
Yeah, the splinter.
right about the last This side's pretty dead on.
It's that side. Yeah, that side's good.
Great.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's.
Can you shim up your latch?
Yeah, I'm gonna pump it. Oh, let me just use my new popper.
Did you install it?
How long is this? You ready? I gotta put a hook on it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Why is it so long?
He's in the other room.
Hey!
Nice.
I didn't have to put it in my trunk.
No. That's cool.
The hatch could be bent for sure.
The hatch itself?
Yeah. Because one of the latches broke.
definitely hitting right here.
I had to
A
relatch
lot
it.
of things. You want to take it? Great shatter finish.
I'm worried about the latches. I did put new latches on it, but the pins aren't in great shape. We can try to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, try to tweak your side up.
You do it. I'm holding still. I just don't want to shatter that window.
Shut up. It felt like something happened.
Maybe.
It's gonna be super low again. Yeah, that is really.
Maybe raise your latch.
I was thinking shim it up.
It's just gonna rattle.
Or if I could put something on that side. Like underneath it. John, your bumpers are missing.
It did have a bumper.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it is. Both your bumpers are missing. Oh, is that they go right there?
They could. If they do, they're
think
just
that
they're
would-
just pop-ins.
Yeah.
They're not adjustable. But yeah. Is there any on that Subaru anywhere? Subaru has a hatch.
Go look.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love you. Duck up, split it. Not
What are you gonna do?
ribbons.
Rib nuts? Did you bring them? Throw some holes.
Question for John.
Hi.
You've been to pit race. We've all been to pit race. Do they allow grills for like burgers and dogs?
Yes. As far as I know.
I thought so.
Doing it all the time.
Yeah.
Those are the adjustable boys.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Make it adjustable?
You could.
Yeah, dude.
You just have to do. You have to cut a notch
Yeah.
and then fold one side out, and then it'll thread in. It's the way they usually
That
do.
might not be a bad idea.
I like that idea.
These are nice.
It's like, oh,
They are really nice. You want them in here?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll use those. Get this thing leveled out and then we'll see where we're sitting. Might just fit right to the other fenders.
Yeah. Well, you guys shut the hatch and get it marked up. Does it delete the third brake light?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little cutout for your third brake light.
It just goes over.
Yeah.
wow. It just gets rid of it.
Your cable's not tracking.
My cable's not tracking. It's okay. It's okay. We need this more than
The Sharpie's not going to Sharpie that far. That's what you're going to work with.
Use the little paper something.
Once you really get it in place,
Yeah. I don't know if this hole's big enough.
Take this for a second.
Yeah, it's big enough to get through.
Okay. So all I need to do is have someone stand behind me. I'm gonna set this up with my fingers. Right here. And I'm gonna get it centered right here. Someone can just take a look at the top. Looks good. See, it's sitting weird on the trunk right here.
Yeah, it's dipping down.
I think you might need to space the trunk out first to get it to sit right. It might be catching on the
Send it on there and see if it sits here. No, it's curved either way.
So right there should be pretty centered.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how it curves opposite of the tailgate. Like it looks like a U. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which it might be supposed to.
I think I'm gonna get a small pry bar hold this open right here, and then we get it on the trunk first.
Yeah. I mean, you could just take a couple salt tappers and just get it in place, and you could just hold it in place for now.
Yeah.
Make sure you like it where it's at.
Yeah.
And then rib nut it later.
Yeah, let me get us
I like that idea.
let me get us something.
I like the way you think, Devin.
Wow, this tailgate's heavy.
Sorry.
I'm at 10% battery.
All right. Let's run a screw in this thing, and then we'll close the live out. There's one more right there. You want to sit this down with that? This will make it hard. Put two in there.
Okay.
One for the other side and kind of level it out.
Dude, I like that. Yeah. Do you have self tappers?
Do we need a mark?
Well then.
Hold it in place. I'm just trying to center it up a little bit right now. Just feeling it out. Right there. Does that match the curve?
That looks pretty good, yeah. Still slightly lower on this side.
I think it's supposed to sit higher than you had it.
Yeah, because before I was like covering up the entire trunk.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to sit higher. Really see it on the curve. It's kind of not the shape of the trunk.
Yeah, it was cheap. Yeah, it was real cheap. It's a little off. That's lined up right and left. No. Not at all. Just go straight because they're at a little bit of an angle, but I'm gonna try to go more straight down with the screws.
Oh, I'm not drilling.
Or no, I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll put a hole in it. Tell me when.
It's like, I'll put a hole in the car.
Yeah, if you just check up top. It's still a little off down here.
Yeah, your right side lower than the left side, from what I can see.
Yeah.
Are you adjusting right now?
Yeah, I was trying to.
That thing's not straight.
It's just the spoiler's not straight.
The spoiler's not straight. So send it. It really doesn't look bad,
No.
but it is very obviously the right side right now,
Mm-hmm.
much lower than the left side. I can see it just right here
Yeah.
on that volume line.
The inside. Sand it down.
I think it'll pull into place if we get it in the right spot.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Well, all of them bolt the same way, so if I wanted to get a different one in the future.
Yeah, you do left and rights, and then I'm gonna try to send you up.
That's better. When you do that. Yeah.
That looks better right there. So it looks good.
Yeah, that looks great.
All right, I'm gonna put a hole somewhere.
Okay.
Straight down, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna put another hole. Are you ready?
Yep.
Everything feel good still?
Yeah.
All right, don't move. Cool. There's 3 holes in your car.
Thank you.
I mean, actually though, you never noticed
You can't tell, it blends in with the orange peel.
with the texture.
You actually can barely see it on camera.
I can barely see it in person.
yeah, it's fine.
So I have these screws right here. If you want to just put it on for now,
Yeah.
these should work with that size hole. And they're high quality screws.
Can I drive home like that?
I mean, if we put 3 in the top and 1 in the bottom, why not?
Yeah.
And then you really can just feel it out, see if you actually like it.
Yeah. Because from here we can fix
You're gonna
this.
wear it out of the store.
This is basically what I'm doing.
I'm just gonna try it on tonight, you know.
My eyes.
Your eyes hurting?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are mine.
Dude, those are really high quality.
Yeah, they are.
Actually.
I wasn't kidding.
Rib nut too. Okay.
Oh yeah, it'll pull into shape.
A little off over here on this one. It's okay, I'll just run the screws.
Cross-threaded spoiler.
So we are going to run it on issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Maybe not. Mine made it.
it's going.
It's sneaking by. It's sneaking by there.
We're totally off over here. And we need to probably just maybe drill another hole.
There, he straightened it out.
There it is. That wasn't that bad.
It's fine.
It's fun.
What? I just love it. It's really on there. I mean, actually, we put one more right in the middle on the bottom, push down on it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see
Put,
what
put
happens.
another hole in there, and then you're off to the dance.
Scott, you want to put a bigger one on your car?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna pull down on this side. If I pull down on this side, it actually gets pretty level.
It's up to you. I was thinking you put the screw in the middle, so it doesn't matter which side you pull down on.
Yeah, it moves the center screw, so I was just gonna pull down right there. Yep, go ahead.
Sure.
That one's a little cracked already. Ooh,
Dude,
Dude, I can't believe how sturdy this feels.
A little bit cracked.
Horsepower.
This is gonna fly off. I don't think it's going anywhere.
No.
I don't even think we need rib nuts.
No.
Is it gonna clear the overs? Question.
Nope. Yeah, no.
But it looks cool.
Does look really sick. There it is, guys.
It would clear even if your overfire wasn't there. Because how low this sits.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? You guys fans?
Can you unlatch that latch?
Yeah. Did it work? Did it go back?
Mark says, man, that ducktail wing looks so good.
It does look really good.
J57F says, heck yeah. That's what I have to say.
We need 10. I like it.
No, I was just gonna see if it shuts now. Because it's.
Oh, hey, Zach Duncan says you got to smack it and say that ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere. That's true. You gotta give it the big wiggle.
Yep, that ain't going nowhere.
Release cable.
There we go.
That ain't going anywhere.
Yep.
Just see if it latches.
Yeah, I hear noises.
Oh, that might have been from us tweaking it.
It's really not happy.
I think it was already like
It
that.
was hitting.
Yeah, it used to do that.
Here.
There we go. No.
You want me to adjust it?
Yeah, just give me a little.
Pick up on it.
Can you push the hatch? I like it. Back here. Yeah, you can even see back here how much it's sitting up. So we could just pull the latch up for tonight, and then tomorrow I can trace this out. It's not super thick.
Hey, I'm at 3%.
That's probably hollow, maybe.
All right.
Is it hollow?
Let's we got 3%. You gotta get that.
Oh.
Gotta get that finished.
Well, thanks for hanging, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get a. I like that a lot. I really do.
Thank
Yeah, that's really
Excited to
sick.
drive behind it like in the rain.
Yeah.
And see it doing this. Yeah.
The turbulence
That'd
thing.
be really cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. This Friday will be a video crunch time, finishing these cars up, and then the next video after that, hopefully, will be a video of taking the cars to the tuner and watching them on the dyno and doing some really cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Have a good night.
Later.
Later.